What's up, guys, gals, and Book Nook Pals? It's Pluck the Bunny with another unboxing, and today we're taking a look at the Magic College story frame by Tonecheer. Now, I know in the Book Nook community, the story frames are kind of polarizing. Some people think they're not Book Nooks. Some people think they are Book Nooks. I just think they're neat. As a comic book fan, I like how, in a lot of them, it almost looks like panels on a comic book telling a story. What really spoke to me about this one is I'm a Harry Potter fan, but I'm also a completionist. I like sets of things. I like finishing a set. I liked it when Cute Bee did all the 4 common rooms of all the different houses of Hogwarts as Book Nooks. So when I saw this, where all of them were together in one, I was really excited. Now, of course, this isn't licensed. This is not Hogwarts. This is a Magic College with a red-themed flame dragon type room, a intellectual blue type room, a more dungeon-esque but also, you know, spooky a little bit with the ghost right here, green themed room, and a more nature themed yellow room. So this is very clearly their take on the 4 houses of Hogwarts. But I mean, look at the size of this thing. You know, it's what I like is you get to do a lot of different things, but it's still one piece. And I'm really excited to see how, you know, they have the touch sensor here. So that usually means they have different color modes, like most the different lighting modes rather, like most Tonecheer projects. I'm really excited to see how they approach it. So today we're taking a look at Magic College, the story frame by Tonecheer. Alright, guys, we are back. So let's open this up and see what we have inside the box. It's going to be interesting because there's not really a ton of space to open this, but it is filled to the top. And I'm always a fan of when there's foam on top because it means they're protecting their product. As I suspected, one thing they do is they have these bigger sheets with these story frames. But we have our Tonecheer instruction manual here. It's got like a nice, like a thicker cover and regular thinner paper on the inside. It's not all glossy. It is a widthwise one. I prefer the height tall ones, but that's just me. All right, does look like we have a USB-C power interface as well as batteries, which is nice to have that option. And looks like we're gonna have a ton of extras. A really big fan of the accessory list. Oh wow, look at this lighting diagram, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 3 LEDs per section, which is awesome. I'm a big fan of the accessories list, the table of contents list, because especially when you're going through the box, I had a kit that came from Roll Life that happened to have been intercepted by customs. They chose it for inspection. It was missing pieces, but I didn't know that until I got into the build because I didn't have a table of contents. So I'm a big fan of that. What I also love about Tonecheer one specifically is you can see let's zoom in just a little bit. You can see the scissor icon and the dotted line there. And what's cool about that is they expect for you to cut this out, and then this doubles as your accessory list and your bookmark. So you don't have to keep flipping back and forth, and you always know where you are. What does look like we're going to start with making books. Only 12. Tonecheer does a mix of color and black and white. They don't do full color for their instruction manuals. More and more, this is starting to become my preferred style. What I like about it is, let's zoom in. I had to zoom out because this thing is so big, but I don't want the details to get lost for you. What I like about the mix is it really helps you focus on the specific pieces, where it's going, what facets of each piece that you're using. And I also like how they color code these sections. Just going back here, this is something I haven't seen before. A cool little tip and trick style section. What the tools are for, using sandpaper, storing the pieces, and some glue tips, which is nice. My guess is that they break these up into sections. At least I would hope that no. So that's one thing I'm seeing that probably not my favorite. In my opinion, it would be nice if they section these things. So like a mini city kit, right? Breaks their build down into distinct sections. So considering that this is 4 quadrant build, where you have 4 equal sections, it would make sense to me to have you build each of those sections one at a time and then assemble them together at the end, though that might not be feasible with the overall structure of the main unit itself. I could just tell that it's kind of jumping around a little bit just because the color coding, I'm seeing reds and then greens and then blues, and of course there's going to be variation. Not everything's completely monochromatic, but you know, there is going to be majority color in each section. So I see a lot of accordion pieces here. It does look like we're building from the ground up. Lots of indicator, icons, like, for flipping sides or peeling off the protective coating. I do like how they have lots of, tips and instructions, very clear wiring diagrams. Interesting. So based on the fact that this says choose any one set of lamps, I was hoping that we would see colored lighting specific to each house, green for green, blue for blue, red for red, yellow for yellow. But it does look like it's going to be the same lighting for all 4 sections. All right, that's our instruction manual. Other than that, pretty straightforward. Looks like lots of layering, because because of the nature of this, it is going to be hard for us to view these things from the side as much as we normally would. A big sheet of sandpaper comparatively, and we're going to take this because it is such a nice big sheet, and we're going to throw it in the corner with the rest of them. All right, we're going to close the box just so we can take a look at these pieces. Actually, you know what? We're gonna keep to a tradition, and we are going to finish looking at the accessories before we get to the sheets. Why mess with what works? We have a USB cord. My guess is it's gonna have the Tonecheer brand on it. Nope. We've seen that in the past. Not this time, but a nice solid white USB-C cord. We have some wall hanging brackets, some little rings, and a little sphere, some crystal ball. We have a bunch of hardware right here, little screws. Our battery box opened up, that's okay. But we have some rope. We have like a holographic castle, which is definitely not Hogwarts. We have some glue dots, and we have a little mirror here. All right, we also have a screwdriver. We have a very not useful set of tweezers, and we have our battery box with our USB and our touch sensor, and it is 3 AAAs. I don't know why these guys love their AAAs so much. I am not a fan, but until I get a job working for Tonecheer designing their stuff, I will keep my thoughts to myself and to the internet. All right, yep. So as we're seeing, so we do have, so it looks like each touch, right? So we got brings a layer of brightness, and then so stage 1 is 4 lights, stage 2. All right, so each touch will light one of the 3 lights in each section. And I do see the IR chip here, which makes me think that this is compatible with their Magic Wand remote control, which is pretty cool. You know what? I found the use for the tweezers. All right. Put our batteries away. Sometimes you gotta force yourself to organize, guys and gals and Book Nook Pals. Otherwise, you end up with a mess. All right. So, you got a giant package here. The nice part is with these, they put them in these like adhesive top bags. And since I'm going to be building this one right away, sorry, that was not good audio. Since I'm going to be building this one right away, I can just rip it open. All right, so I know not everyone loves them, but I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on these tape strips. They are great for windows. They are great for paper. We also got this huge acrylic sheet, and I don't necessarily mean huge in terms of like dimensions, but it's thick. I really like this with Tonecheer's acrylic. They're really substantive pieces. You know, I'm not as worried about them breaking. Still, please make sure you use a hobby knife and score the connection points before you try and push it out, because it is plastic and it can snap. All right, this is our dust cover for the front. Just gives you an idea of the dimensions. Take a look at that. It's about 31 centimeters by 21 centimeters. All right, so 600 square centimeters, right? 30 times 20. Our decals, now interestingly enough, these are unfinished decal sheets, right? They're not glossed. It is a matte print, which is interesting. Lots of interesting colors here, some different symbology. And one thing I am seeing, it's kind of hard to pick up on camera every time. Wow, it really disappears. Right, let's see if we can pick it up camera. It's hard to tell, but right along this line in the middle, you might be able to pick up the score lines. There are some pre-cuts in the decals to help them bend at specific angles. Also here on this chest, I'm a huge fan of that. It helps your stickers, your decals rather, bend cleanly. This is going to be our back panel clearly because we have the 4 themes. There's our battery pack right there. And I do like how they're utilizing the outside space, though this is likely to pop off this whole back panel as soon as I lift it up. So I do want to be careful, but no, it does seem to be holding really well. Very distinct of the Tonecheer graphic style, and that's another thing I really like with all these different companies is how they really have their flavor, their distinct style graphically. And you can have Hogwarts Magic College done by Tonecheer, you can have Magic College done by Cute Bee, you get Magic College done by Roll Life, and they're all going to really feel individual to the brand. I do like that. And some wonderful double-sided printing here where it's necessary. Lots of over printing, which I'm a big fan of, because that means you're likely to have a full image on your piece when all is said and done. I mean, just look at here. These are going to be our floor pieces. So this will be a bottom floor. This will be our top floor. And just look at the vibrancy and color here. I mean, you can tell from the front, there's a lot going on in this book nook because you have 4 scenes that look jam-packed full of stuff. And just really, I do like that. Because these are the ceilings of the bottom one. You can see right here, lots of clear diagrams for the wiring. This is the ceiling of the top. And again, guys, just lots of vibrant colors and a ton of stuff going on here. And it does make me cry a little bit inside because it means I'm probably going to end up doing more edge painting than I want to on these, because there's just so much color and beautiful stuff in here that you kind of don't want to just stain the wood on the sides with the furniture pen. But that also does like double the build time. Lots of good scroll work on here, good cut work on there. All right, this looks like to be our top piece, and the accordion wood feels pretty good. Usually not worried too much about the accordion wood on a Tonecheer piece just because of the thickness of the wood. They usually use a good quality wood. And again, you can see areas where they want you to glue. wiring diagrams, red for extra pieces, which is nice to see a lot of extra pieces. Index lines, right? We talk about this a lot. So Tonecheer tends to go with the no graphic in a specific section for there's going to be a lot of gluing pieces on pieces. And there you go, guys. So this is the Magical College. So, you know, you might be thinking, wow, something's so big and it's only 6 sheets. But just remember, each one of these sheets is like twice the size of a standard sheet. So you're getting almost like 12 sheets in here when all is said and done. And yeah, it's a beautiful kit. I love the subject matter. I like how you get a lot of variation. I know a lot of people, some people did point out to me that they didn't like that they were 4 static scenes. They would have liked to have seen more stuff going on. But for me, as someone who likes sets of things, having all 4 together in one piece, for me, was just pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff going on in here, stuff you may want to omit and then customize yourself. Probably a ton of opportunities to replace some of these 2D objects with 3D objects. But just all around what looks like to be a real fun time. So until next time, please join us on the subreddit. Like this, subscribe this, hit that bell, I guess. I don't know, that's what people say. And come check us out on the Book Nook subreddit. Until next time, this is Buck the Bunny saying good looking, good nooking.